We often get asked at U Garden about soil types. A lot of you ask, what kind of soil have you got? How do you know? And what plants will work where? Well, the great thing is, no matter what soil type you've got, there are always plants that will like that soil type. And often it's actually quite easy to work out soil types. A sandy soil, pretty obvious. Clay soils, and this is actually quite a heavy clay soil here. You'll know because it gets really heavy when wet and very kind of waterlogged and dense in the winter, but in summer and when it's hot, it dries out and cracks, and I've got a lot of cracks here right now. But there are many plants that absolutely love a clay soil. I've got a few growing here. Sedums, these are very, very happy in a clay soil. These are doing very nicely all across the edge here. And then in the back there, we have got the castor oil plant. There are actually many other plants that can do well in a clay soil. Something like a buddleia, which isn't that fussy, but what I will say, it does like the soil to be a bit more free draining. So if your soil is heavy, if it is clay, just add some horticultural grit, break it down, and then you can have some great success with plants like this. And even hardy geraniums can do well in a clay or a mixed soil. If your garden has acid soil, there are many plants that you can choose that will love that kind of environment. This is I call it an ericaceous border, because all of these plants love an acid soil, or will certainly tolerate one. I've got things like Azalea star style down here. I've got different types of rhododendron. There's a little Pieris just over the other side. And things like skimmias, holly, they're absolutely fine in an acid soil. In terms of grow your own, don't forget certain vegetables and fruits need an acid soil, things like blueberries, for example. But if you want to create an ericaceous border, maybe you love rhododendrons, you love azaleas, you can easily do that just by mixing in ericaceous compost and feeding with an ericaceous feed. If you've got a mixed soil type, you're just not sure, there are many plants that will tolerate most soil types, including hydrangeas. They'll do well in acid and alkaline soils. The only thing I will say, if you put them in an acid soil, they may change colour, and this beautiful pink could potentially go to blue. I've also got a mixed border over there. The soil types, it's got all sorts in there, including stones and rubble, but I've got erigeron growing there and it absolutely loves it. Salvia hot lips is another plant that will grow pretty well in all soil types. It needs to be well drained and in full sun, but if you're not sure what soil you've got in your garden, you can always do a soil test. The kits are readily available, and don't forget, on the U Garden website we have got lots of advice for all gardeners, all types of soil, and on anything that you want to grow.